Glad to have you back with us as we continue on Let's Chat. Additional holiday traffic out on the roadways means the possibility of you getting involved in a wreck, especially with an 18-wheeler, goes up. It's just a matter of doing the mathematics. C. Mark and John Mark are both here for Warren and Griffin.
Morning,
guys,
Chip.
good to have you here both.
Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to you guys.
Happy holidays.
Getting into holiday traffic, it's a headache. A lot of people tend to lose their temper. They think if it takes me 30 minutes to get from here to here, then during the holidays, at the most crowded time, it should also take me 30 minutes to get from here to here.
Exactly, and you also see an increase in tractor trailers on the road because of Christmas deliveries.
Sure.
And so beware of tractor trailers. When a mistake is made by a driver, it's usually a catastrophic mistake. And John Mark and I are schooled in taking them to task as far as the mistakes that they made and making sure that they pay fair compensation for injuries. But overall, the majority of tractor trailer drivers are safe drivers. Majority are safe drivers. And we have to do our part as drivers on the interstate to be safe drivers as we go around these tractor trailers.
Look, you got these guys, they do this as a profession. We have 2 local companies that are wonderful in how they train their drivers, US Express, Covenant, they do a great job. So these guys are professionals, but even professionals make mistakes. We all make mistakes driving vehicles, but there's some things that we can do to make the road safer, not only for us, but for 18-wheelers as well.
Give me an example. Give us
well,
an example.
for example, beware the blind spot. Beware the blind spot. Truckers have a huge blind spot, and you don't want to linger in that blind spot. When you go to pass the trucker on the left-hand side, get by him.
Right.
Get by him. And as a matter of fact, don't attempt to pass if there's traffic in front of you because you want to get by him. You don't want to linger in the blind spot. Also, don't pass on the right-hand side. My personal practice, I never pass a trucker on the right-hand side. Wait for the trucker to get in the right-hand lane and then pass on the left-hand side.
Oftentimes they're trying to get to that right-hand lane. That's where they try to maintain their vehicle is in the right-hand lane. Another thing is don't get squeezed. These trucks weigh 80,000 pounds.
Right.
And if you're between 2 trucks, one ahead of you, one behind you, they don't stop like a car stops.
No, they don't.
So we have to be aware of that.
And I've seen a lot of times on the bigger interstate systems in other cities where cars will get in the lanes with trucks on either side of them.
Yes.
And while the truckers can probably see them, why would you want to put yourself in that situation?
Exactly.
That's a great point, Chip, is you want to prevent accidents. And so don't put yourself in a situation. Don't tailgate a truck as they're going up a hill because they might be changing gears. They might, roll back or hesitate. So just be safe.
And these electronic devices that we're carrying around now, that also adds to the distraction. And one of the things people do a lot when they're trying to pass is they're lollygagging around the truckers. They're answering or sending a text, which they shouldn't be doing.
No.
And they got one eye on the road, one eye on the phone, and they think, well, I'm a better driver. I don't have to worry about that.
We've tried to make people aware of that, in our community, but it should be anywhere. The other thing, too, Chip, is hands-free Tennessee, an initiative that we're trying to push. Georgia's already adopted it. So if we can take those devices out of people's hands, less distracted driving.
We have a petition on our website, Hands Free Tennessee, that they can sign that we're going to present to the lawmakers in Nashville in January.
And you only need a few more petitions or a few more signatures on this position, the way I understand it. At that point, the lawmakers have to look at it and take it seriously.
Absolutely. So go to our website, sign off on the petition. Let's make Tennessee as safe as Georgia is. Georgia has seen an incredible downtick in car accidents.
Want to ask you both about something else too, and obviously you need to pay attention to the road conditions, but one thing that affects everybody behind the wheel to some degree is road rage.
Yes.
We've all seen it, we've all experienced it to some degree. What's a good way to maybe downplay that or get away from the road rage ability?
Take a deep breath.
Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath and factor in the consequences.
Right.
I mean, the consequences of road rage can change your life. Don't make a mistake that's going to change the rest of your life. Take a deep breath. It's not that important. Where you're going to and when you get there is not as important as getting there in one piece and safely.
Sure. And it's amazing how many people, once they get that first road rage tick of the day, it messes up the entire rest of the day for them, for their coworkers, and it's worse than being a moody teenager.
Look, and road rage can also endanger other people that aren't even involved. If you've got 2 people going back and forth, think of the other vehicles around you. You're endangering other people that have nothing to do with the incident.
And never engage a road rage with the trucker. You're going to lose on that. So just, especially with a trucker, don't engage in road rage with the trucker.
And there are medical studies that show the more prone you are to road rage and this teenage moodiness when you're behind the wheel of a car, it's bad for your heart, it's bad for your blood pressure, and bad for a lot of other physical things that you don't think about.
Absolutely.
It's stress you don't need.
The stress you don't need.
Just take a deep breath.
Especially this time of year, but any
Absolutely.
time of year. You guys have a wooden box here on
Yes,
on the desk. Tell me
Chip,
about this.
Merry Christmas. This
Oh, well,
is a
thank you.
bow tie made
Wow.
from some bird feathers, guinea and peacock feathers. And when I saw that there are peacock feathers, I thought of you right away for, peacock. That's kind of what you do for a living. It's out there in your flamboyant colors. And I thought
We can't wait to see you in it.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm
now,
gonna
the
wear it.
hard part about that bow tie was catching the birds and putting together the bow tie.
And dyeing them.
Well, I thank you guys so much. You do know the peacock represents another network.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Okay, that part of what went into the, into the
Peacock
deal.
as far as what you do for a living.
Check them out, 265-HURT, 265-HURT, and the website, warrenandgriffin.com. Let's check in with Jess.